chilly in here today. Yeah. I'm gonna slide this down a little bit. It's my clicker. Okay. All right. Thank you. I know, right? Probably she went to the hospital because she said she was bleeding and it wasn't her cycle at 70 years old. Yeah, I doubt if she comes today. Right. We're ready. It's 2 o'clock. Brenda. Mm-hmm. But we can keep it rolling. No.
Uh, Good afternoon. My name is Brenna Durden, and I'll be serving as a special magistrate for the city of Jacksonville Beach for today's hearings. And I would ask the clerk to please read the general statement.
The purpose and function of the Jacksonville Beach Special Magistrate hearing in accordance with Florida Statutes Chapter 162 and the City of Jacksonville Beach Code of Ordinances is to reach an equitable expedition to enforce the codes. The city presents the violation and evidence to the special magistrate. Next, the property owner is sworn in responds to the violation and evidence. Both the city and the property owner may call witness to provide sworn testimony relevant to the case. This is a quasi-judicial hearing, not a public forum. Individuals not called as sworn witnesses will not be heard.
Thank you very much. The first item on today's agenda is case number 25-372. The property owner is Rebecca Hewitt et al., Joseph Casey, Linda Brewer, and the address is 2715 America Avenue, Jacksonville Beach. Ms. Beavers, would you like to be sworn in and
Yes, Your Honor.
proceed?
All right, please raise your right hand, state your name and address.
Nikki Beavers Walker, City of Jacksonville Beach Code Enforcement Officer.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Yep.
All right, good afternoon. We will start off with old business, which is case number, item A, case number 25372. Property owner Rebecca Hewitt et al., Joseph Casey and Linda Brewer. The violation is at 2715 America Avenue, Jacksonville Beach, Florida. As you can see, this was a case of overgrowth, trash, and debris. This case was started back on July 15th. As you can see in the photos, there was excessive overgrowth throughout the property. This is the trash and debris that was around the front door area. These are other inspection dates. I did inspect the property on today. The property owner was in progress of completing the violation. A lot of the work that you see that is still remaining were all in potters. I did speak
We're all
to
in what?
they were in planter potters.
Pots?
So yeah, so this one right here, when I went this morning, some of this stuff was still there. So then afterwards, she sent me more pictures showing the additional cleanup. So I did let the property owner know that she needs to maintain compliance.
Okay, and so what's the recommendation?
I'm going to close the case and recommend that compliance be maintained.
And so you're saying she's in compliance now?
Yes.
Okay, I agree with your recommendation, and we'll issue an order to that effect.
Okay. All right. Moving on to item B, case number 25-345. Property owner Linda Huffman. Violation address 501 South 16th Avenue, Jacksonville Beach, Florida. This was in regards to a nuisance violation of trash and debris. Let's see. As you can see in the rear yard, there's debris all throughout the rear of the property. I did inspect the property yesterday and today. This was yesterday. I didn't have access to the rear yard. Ms. Huffman was not present. I went back to the property along with my building inspector, David Martin, who also was there to inspect a shed that was permitted. And while Mr. Martin was there, he was also able to take pictures. Ms. Huffman would not allow me in the rear of the property. So while Mr. Martin was there inspecting the shed, he was able to take these photos that show that Ms. Huffman is still not in compliance.
And why was, who is Mr. Martin?
Our building inspector.
Thank you.
Excuse me, I can't hear anything. I'm sorry I'm a little late, but I have physical issues.
Just a moment.
I'd like to know what's already been said and done.
You may come up and approach so we can get you the hearing device. Oh, guess not. Ma'am, if we can get you the hearing device here, thank you.
While we're waiting, what's Mr. Martin's first name?
David.
Thank you.
So my name is David Martin. I'm one of the building inspectors.
Okay. You're going to have to be sworn in.
The last time she had to test it, because I was
Please raise your right hand, state your name and address.
Wait just a moment. I'd like to make sure she can hear first, please.
We can, okay.
I can hear you. I don't know about them.
Okay. If you want to state your name and address, please.
Sorry, say what?
State your name and address
Name and address. My
and position.
position.
Sorry.
Let's not put that out there. My name is David Martin, and my position is I'm a building inspector, and I also hold a code enforcement license.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay. So,
I can give a recap again so that Ms. Huffman can hear what was said. Again, this case was started back on May 7th. It was a nuisance case in regards to overgrowth, junk, trash, and debris. The overgrowth was complied, so we still had a open violation of junk, trash, and debris that was in the rear of the property as shown in the photos. And again, I went to the property yesterday. Ms. Huffman was not present, so I did not have access to view the rear yard. Went back this morning. I spoke with Ms. Huffman yesterday and let her know that I would be there between 9 and 10 o'clock this morning. Me and David Martin did go by there around, 9:30 this morning.
okay, so let me ask you a couple of questions for clarity.
Okay.
So first off, the overgrowth has been complied with.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And that was really just in the front yard.
It was throughout the
both?
whole property.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not on the agenda as far as the overgrowth.
Okay. So that's been complied with.
Yes.
And then, but the trash and debris is still there based upon
My observations, yes.
your observations, or were you there?
Yes, I was there.
Oh, I thought you said that you couldn't.
I did not have access to the rear of the property this morning, so I stood at the gate because Ms. Huffman
But-
would not let me.
What could you observe?
That is not true. I was at
Okay,
yes.
Ms. Huffman, you will have your chance. No, do not speak out of turn.
This whole thing.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Just, I want to be clear whether or not you actually observed the backyard today.
No, David did, and that's why he's here to testify of the pictures that he provided me.
Okay, so
He is also
let me
a
just
code
go back
enforcement.
to the front yard.
Okay,
Is the front yard fine?
yes,
Okay, so we're really only talking about the rear yard.
correct.
Okay, and so I see that we've already sworn Mr. Martin in. Mr. Martin, would you stand up and provide your testimony regarding the photo that was taken at 9:32 this morning September 24th.
Yes, actually, I took this photo this morning. Due to my licensing as a building inspector, I do have access to the property. So I did go back there to look at a shed, but I also took these timestamp photos this morning of the property, and it looks. This is the photo that I took this morning. This is how it looks.
Okay.
And we both were present. I was just on the other side of the fence because Ms. Huffman would not allow me to view.
It was a tense situation. Ms. Huffman was very combative, and so I thought it would be better if I just go back there and take the photos and we remove ourselves from the situation.
Okay. Ms. Beavers, as a code enforcement officer, are there regulations that actually allow you to inspect property in the Jacksonville Beach Code?
Yes.
Okay.
So, being that Ms. Huffman has put up a new fence compared to when I was inspecting the property in the beginning, there was a dilapidated fence that did not completely enclose the entire backyard. That's how I was able to view the violation at the beginning of the case. But once the new fence was put up, it completely enclosed the entire backyard. And Ms. Huffman would not, when we arrived there today, she allowed Mr. Martin to access the rear property, but closed the gate and said that I could not have access.
Okay. And so we have this photograph that clearly shows a lot of I don't know what a lot of stuff.
Yes.
That graphic is why.
Miss Huffman, did I just ask you politely not to blurt out? So there's clearly a lot of debris and trash located in from this photograph taken today. Okay. Is there anything either one of you want to add before I ask Ms. Huffman to speak?
Your Honor, being that this is a continuance from our last hearing, I recommend that a fine of $250 per day be issued until the violation has been complied.
Okay. I believe, Ms. Huffman, would you like to testify, please?
Yes. Okay.
Please raise your right hand and state your name and address.
Linda Huffman, Linda C. Huffman, 501 16th Avenue South, Jacksonville Beach, Florida, 32250-4932. And I've lived out that property ever since I moved to Florida
Okay. Do you
in
swear?
August of 1989.
Okay. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so the photograph clearly shows that, well, first, the good news is that the front yard is in full compliance, and the photograph that was presented earlier looks very nice, and I'm happy to see that.
Thank you.
The rear yard is still a big problem.
Okay.
Could you tell us what,
Ma'am,
I issued an order, as you know, at our last hearing that said that you had until today, actually yesterday, no, excuse me, today, to complete the cleanup.
today.
And it's not done.
Okay, but she was here at 8:30, and okay, first of all, those photographs are taken at an angle. You can't see, like it looks like a junkyard with cars, but yeah, there you go. It's all in one side, okay? I put everything over on that side because I have two long boxes, that were built to put cushions in. So it makes it look like there's a lot more junk than there really is. I had not, um, I had not put the cushions. Yeah. Okay. If you go back, okay, right there, right there. Okay. It almost looks like a bed or a cot, but what that is, that's a chaise lounge. Okay, and it's got the cushion on it. If you look at the fence, there's two boxes that have a black top. You can see it. There's a vertical black going across. I paid $200 for those at Home Depot. I had to pay another $200 to get them put together. And the cushions were to go in the boxes. I had a heck of a time find anybody, I don't know why. Maybe it was because it had a hydraulic lift, when you go to close the lid, it was a hydraulic. Maybe people didn't, the guys didn't want to deal with that, but I even tried to get them through the pro desk at Home Depot, at two different Home Depots. I finally got somebody who put it together. Okay. In the meantime, okay, in the front there, to the left, that's a chair. To the right there with that black post up, that's just a rack, an open rack that I put stuff on, that I buy, or like when they were working on the fence. Okay. And I want to remind you of something that you may not know, because it was in very, very fine print at the bottom of her first violation that she sent me. Dilapidated fence. This all started because I had no fence across the back, and the one I knew on the side was, dilapidated or what have you. But I just didn't have the money yet to get a new fence, and that fence was expensive. And so the original code violation, is dilapidated fence. Has nothing to do with that. Those are chaise lounges. You're welcome to come to the property, and I'll show you what it is. That rack with you see the black post right in the middle. That's a rack. It's coated. It's like I put dishes on it, planters, stuff I bought at Home Depot, what have you, for the backyard. I keep water in the back. You're only seeing that half of the backyard where everything was pushed over because we had the shed come in yesterday. Okay. They didn't finish up until 7:30, 8 o'clock. It was almost dark. And I had talked to Nikki, and I told her the shed was in, and she said, "Okay, I'll come by in the morning." And I think she said 8:30. Okay, so I went and I got something to eat, and this morning she wasn't there. I don't know whether she said 8 o'clock or 8:30. I think it was 8 o'clock actually, because I think she said she had to be at work at 8:30. So anyway, I went down to CVS. In the meantime, a young man who helps me, okay, with all of the fixer up stuff. Okay, he's done a lot of work, like on the siding of the house, and anyway, he came this morning because I needed help, to get this stuff all in compliance. Plus, we had the tough shed, which wasn't finished until dark last night. It was twilight, like 8:30. And so he said, "I'll come back and I'll help you out in the morning, and we'll get this stuff out from under the patio, and we'll put it in the shed." And so that was that. Well, By the time I got home from eating, I was really exhausted. I'm 70 years old. I have a raging problem with my bladder. I don't mean to be funny about that. It's not funny. My father died of colon cancer. I've had three colonoscopies had to be canceled during this whole thing, okay, to get the fence up. Because remember, the original violation was dilapidated fence. It had nothing to do with the backyard stuff. It was dilapidated fence. And so I had to get a crew together to get the fence up. I had to get another crew. You can see on the left side of the roof, the gutter was old and had to be replaced. I got that replaced. All in all, I've spent over $20,000 improving this property just in the last month. Okay, just between the fence and the gutter and a couple of other things that I had to get done. And I'm doing the best I can. I live on Social Security. And my original violation, that is still the only one that there's been no violation about the stuff in the backyard. Okay? But I took care of that because I bought a tough shed. Okay? It was over $2,300 we put into that. And, I've got permits. Now, unfortunately, I didn't know about anything about putting up a fence, and the person who put up the fence did not pull a permit. So there was, a surprise there. But we have put so much, I say we because my grandson is the one who is providing the money on this, not me. I don't have any money. All I have is I have an electric bill. I have, with water, I have the first mortgage, and I have the flood insurance, $800 a year, and I have the hazard insurance, which only covers fire now. They don't cover hurricane. And my mortgage has gone from $172.27 a month to over $500, and I only get $2,200 or $2,006, which is $22,072, I think, or $24,072 a year. So my grandson helps me, okay? But he's a young man. He doesn't even have a car. I don't have a car, okay? But he put the money in this because he knew it would pay off. And he didn't want me to be without a nice house, a nice fence, and, all of this we tried to get done at the same time. And we did. And I have photos now of that tough shed. I told Nikki yesterday, I said, look, they just finished. It's dark out. I will work on, moving stuff into the shed. And what I did was I went and ate. And when I came back, I was just worn out, absolutely worn out. And I did get part of it done, but, which she wouldn't see because I was throwing out stuff that I was not going to put in the shed, okay? Now, today, I have a young man that's helped me, and he came over and we moved almost all of the stuff from underneath. We cleared out what we could. Yeah, do you see where on the left side there you can see there's when I shop and I come home, I'm tired. I am just really tired, and I just throw it on the pile. And what I'm buying
Throw
is
what on the pile?
well, I'm not talking about food. I'm talking about like going to Home Goods and Marshalls and because I don't have a car that's working. I have one that's parked in my driveway because I don't want people to think no one lives there. So I keep it permitted, with the tag. And I'll buy stuff basically out of boredom sometimes. I'll just go to Marshall's, I'll buy clothes, I'll buy home goods, stuff that's on clearance, and stuff for holidays and birthdays. I have 2 grandchildren. And so I'll just throw it on there.
Throw the things that you just bought on the pile of stuff outside.
Yeah, and as I need them, I move them inside, or I give them to my granddaughter or my grandson, or you know, that's just the place where they were sitting. So that's why I got the tough shed, because I wanted to get organized. I wanted to be
How
able to.
large is the tough shed?
It's 8 feet high by 8 feet wide and 8 feet long. And I have a picture of it on my phone if you want to see it.
I would have to wager, looking at the picture that was taken today, that an 8 by 8 shed is not going to accommodate all.
Oh, sure it is, because look, that pile is not even it's halfway up.
Well, it's not just the pile under the porch. Could you put up the other photograph from today?
Okay, but
It's all this
but you
stuff.
see, okay, wait a minute. That's a chair in the front. She's got it spread. It's a wide angle. That's not. It looks like a junkyard, like cars, but that's not the real site that you're seeing. You're not seeing the actual thing. Those 2 black stripes are along the fence. They're the ones where the cushions went to. The loungers.
Are they full now, those 2 boxes along the fence?
Yeah, they have the.
So they're full. They're full already.
No, ma'am. I have cushions in them.
Okay.
Okay. What you're looking at are cushions. Okay. And those are chaise lounges, which I moved over to the right. Okay, into the yard. And you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll make this short. I called my lawyer. His name is Scott Mooney. Nooney. He's down in Jacksonville. Okay. I called him. All right. Because this is not fair. The angle, what you did with your camera, I can show you on my phone just a regular photo taking. But this makes it look
Okay.
like.
Do you have that with you today?
Yes. Yes.
May I interject?
No. Yes.
Okay. Who do I bring it to? To you?
Well, to me first, and then we'll have to figure out. Can you please send it to Nikki? And actually, let me look at it, and then I'm going to ask Nikki. And
I'm not. This is not an iPhone. I'm not like a professional on this. Let's take your pictures of it. All right. This is the shed. All right, and I'm sorry I didn't get a complete.
that's the inside of the shed. I'm not really interested in the inside. I want to see what your backyard looks like.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying that we already worked on this, but I think it's kind of unfair to think that a 70-year-old woman has been on her feet for a month with all of this, doesn't have a right to go get something to eat, and not work on this last night because the shed wasn't finished until it was dark.
Okay, wait. I just want to see the pictures and then have you go back and if you want to continue to testify.
Okay. Oh, and I want to show you this.
I just want to see.
Your Honor, this is important because I was down at CVS today. Okay. Carlos was at the house. They came, and you see what happened? So they can look through the fence. Okay, the board was removed or lifted. Okay, let me give you some some more.
I'm just
There's
looking
the
for a
shed.
picture of the backyard.
Okay.
I want to see. No, I want to see this. You said you've got a different picture of this
Well, we're working on it.
of this
So you got one
930.
That's a shed. Okay. Another shed. The back of the shed, the side of the shed. Okay. This is the side of the shed, so I'm not hiding anything. And this is the back of the shed. That's behind it.
Okay.
So nothing's being stored there or anything like that. This is another way that you can see it. Okay. There's nothing behind it.
Okay.
Okay.
Those are pictures of the shed
Of the shed, yeah.
and around the shed.
Right. Okay. This is, the tree next to it.
Okay.
It was in that back corner. Okay. This is the back of the fence. I don't have anything, stored in the back of the fence. This is to the left side of the house. That fence belongs to my neighbor. Okay, I'm on a corner,
So it's the opposite
opposite side.
next to the shed. You've put the shed way over on the right hand side.
Right.
Okay.
The corner where I was told to put it. Okay. So there's nothing there. Okay. Nothing piled. There's nothing piled in the front of the shed. Okay. There's a photo there. This is a wide shot. There's nothing there. That's the front. Right. That's the back. That's the,
From outside of the.
Yeah. Okay. So that was, this is the whole fence. And
I still haven't seen the picture that you said. Do you have it?
Yes, I have it. It's in here. Okay. But I just want to say one more time, which Scott Mooney told me, because he couldn't make it here today. It was too short of a leeway. This violation, okay, is for a dilapidated fence. It has nothing to do with inside.
I've heard you say that several times, but I still want to see the photos.
There's the gate of the fence. Well, I guess I just didn't think to take a picture of it. But the main thing was the tough shed.
Okay.
I wanted you to see that we are putting things in the tough shed.
So go back, please, so that you picks it up. You need to go back so that your voice is picked up by the system.
Once again,
back there, please.
That's completely wrong. That's a wide.
Wait.
Ma'am, I have worked and spent my grandson's life savings to get things pulled together. And I've not been treated well. And for anybody, I'm sorry, Nikki, I had to go get something to eat, and I didn't feel well enough after working for a month on getting this project done. To do more work.
Miss Huffman, you need to come back to the podium if you want to speak. Do you want to? Is there anything more you'd like to say?
No, but you'll be hearing from Scott Mooney and the person he puts on the case.
Okay. For the record, I would like to make a note that in the information that's been provided by the city, I see a May 8th, 2025 nuisance violation. That nuisance violation is for sections 9-2, parens 1, 9-2, parens 2, and 9-2, parens 3.
As far as I know, that was already taken care of. I was never told that was not closed. But I got a dilapidated fence.
It is what Miss Huffman, it's exactly what we met, what the hearing was held on in August. The exact thing were these violations, and in my order, it specifically says that it was. And there's an accumulation of junk and trash and debris in violations of 19-2 and 19-3.
And I said I was.
Those have nothing to do, I don't believe.
I said I was working on it. It was
looking,
a proposed case.
And those have nothing to do with a dilapidated fence.
Okay, but when I left here that day,
come back up if you're going to speak. No, up there. Thank you.
I remember that. Okay.
Well, it had nothing to do with a dilapidated fence.
Okay, but now she's trying to pin that stuff to the dilapidated fence.
No, I don't believe that that's accurate. The May 8th notice of violation is a nuisance violation regarding 19-2-1, 2, and 3. Those do not have to do with a dilapidated fence. Those have to do with overgrowth and accumulation of trash and conditions which provide harborage for rats, mice, snakes, and other vermin.
There are not rats, mice, and snakes. Okay? I have cats. They take care of anything.
So, I think that it's important for the record.
I'm sorry, but you know what? Under the stress that I'm in, I forgot all about that. I did. Because I felt like this was tied to the dilapidated fence. What is happening here? You are welcome to come out and see my yard. You will see.
That's why I.
No, you're not looking at what it really looks like today.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay. Thank you. I believe Miss Beavers or Mr. Martin. Is there anything that you would like to add?
No. Again, I went by there this morning, and Carlos is the person that she referred to in our last hearing, that she said we were working together, and somehow all of this occurred. And when I went there this morning, she also stated that she was never cited for this. That's why she keeps bringing up the dilapidated fence. That was a separate case, which that case has been closed.
Okay.
It was in compliance, and I reminded Ms. Huffman that this is a separate case, and this was an ongoing case. She's had almost 30 days to get it complied. Me and Mr. Martin spoke with Tough Shed yesterday. They were delivering the shed at 3 p.m. yesterday. So
it wasn't done until 8 p.m. It was dark. Okay. It was too.
Ms. Huffman, if you want to speak, you have to speak into the microphone.
All right.
Well, wait.
I just want to say one thing.
No, Miss Huffman.
How did she get those pictures today? How did she get those pictures? I wasn't there. I did not unlock the fence. How did you unlock the fence?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a video.
We have a video with you on.
No, how did you get those pictures?
We have a video of unlocking.
No, we were outside the fence. How did you get those pictures? You put your hand over the fence to get those pictures.
Okay, Miss Huffman.
This is a violation. Listen, I'm done. I'm sorry. My lawyer is going to handle this. I am not going to put myself in the hospital over this. I'm just not. I'm done. I'll pay your fine. Okay? But I am not going to stand here and say, I'm not going to believe you for one thing, because you have pictures from. Those are old pictures. You see, look at the grass.
Do you want to see the video from this morning?
It's not from today.
Yes, it is.
Ma'am, look at the grass.
It is timestamped.
Look at the grass.
It's time stamped.
It's not from today.
It's time stamped says that it's.
I did that.
You changed the time.
I did that.
Okay. Okay, Miss Huffman.
How did you get the picture?
You let me in the backyard. I have a
I
video.
let you in to see the shed, not to take photos. And that's on the record, isn't it? Look at it. Look at it.
Oh, absolutely.
No,
Absolutely.
you were not allowed to take photos of that stuff.
Yes, I
You
am.
were there to
Yes, I
inspect
am.
the shed. That's a yes.
Yes, I am allowed. Ma'am?
How do I get this on? You can't deny that.
Don't speak.
Miss Huffman.
That indicates
Excuse
inspect the shed. You've done it.
you may not yell at anybody in this room.
He had already taken
I
photos
said
before I was there.
you may not yell.
There's just one other thing I want to show you.
No, I don't want. If you want to show me something,
That's blood. That's what I'm going through. Changing diapers 10 times a day because I can't get myself taken care of by a doctor. A colonoscopy has been canceled 3 times because of this.
Okay.
I will pay you stinking fine just to get rid of you.
So my recommendation would be $250 per day. It's
How much was the fine?
it's $250 per day until the compliance has been achieved. So once everything has been cleaned up in the rear yard, I need access to verify that everything has been cleaned up, and then the fines will
And what
stop.
were you saying in the beginning when you looked at him and said if he whatever?
I'm not
Repeat
sure what you're
what you were
referring to.
saying. Repeat.
I don't know what you're referring to, but back to the compliance. Once everything has been cleaned up,
So you're saying I can't have anything on the ground in my yard?
nothing that is not stored outside. Now, your lawn chairs, you can have those out there, but the Target bags and all the other trash and debris, there's going to be a $250 per
So
day
you're
fine.
the only one who gets to decide what's debris and what's trash and
I am
what's...
the code enforcement officer. I'm highly educated and trained on what to look for when it comes to code enforcement in the city ordinance.
So this could go on forever.
It'll be $250 a day until it's cleaned
It
up.
is my property. You don't pay my mortgage, you don't pay my insurance, and you don't pay anything, my taxes. So
okay,
I
Miss
don't get a
Huffman.
break or anything. I
So,
just pay.
Miss Huffman,
I'm
it's-
sorry, Your Honor.
it's a
But
recommendation.
I've been, she's been a problem ever since, and I don't know. How old are you?
Miss Huffman,
What?
you are
I'm
out.
sorry.
You
I'm
are
wondering
out.
if you knew my daughter.
You're out of line.
Well, I feel persecuted.
You're not
I
persecuted.
feel persecuted. You don't care about my health.
I take that into account.
You don't care.
I gave you 30 days.
So what? Sometimes it takes longer. Can I have an extension, please?
Of how many days do you want?
Pardon?
How many days do you want?
I need at least 2 weeks.
You need 2 weeks.
All right, can I get a month, please?
No.
I'm alone, and nobody is seeing this. I put the fence up, okay? And I'm telling you, we're getting everything. We worked on it today. The stuff under the roof of the patio, okay? Putting it in the shed. I showed you that. We are working on it, okay? But it's a slow process sometimes. And first of all, I don't have endless garbage cans either, okay? And those guys, they don't pick up.
Well, it
unless
seems
it's
like
in the-
bags would work.
Pardon?
You don't really need cans, you just need bags.
And this has been
I
going
got-
on since May.
I have to have cans to put stuff in. But I'm talking about the ones that the trucks pick up, okay? It's a special can that you put trash in. You don't know that?
Are you saying that if you
The
put
green
a
cans, that have the top
could
on
I
the lid.
excuse me, Miss Huffman.
Pardon?
Are you saying that if you put a very large black, bag that,
It's already filled. It was emptied
No, that's not. Could I
Today,
finish?
or yesterday.
Oh,
It's already filled again.
no, I'm asking you. Are you saying that if you put black bags full of trash at your road, that the garbage people will not pick? Let me finish. Will not pick it up? Is that what you're saying?
Okay, are you talking about the cushion boxes?
No, I'm talking about trash bags that are, the
They
large
have
black
particular
ones.
days. Monday is supposed to be household, okay? And then Tuesday is recycle. Wednesday is yard waste. And Thursday is kind of other, whatever you put out. But they don't just come by. Like right now, I put out the boxes, flattened the cardboard boxes that the two big storage boxes came in. They still haven't taken those.
Your Honor,
Okay.
Okay,
we have
thank you.
had 4
And the
months
reason why
to
they didn't
come
take
into
them,
compliance,
Yes.
and the 2 storage containers, the boxes that Ms. Huffman is referring to, there's no way any of this stuff is going to fit in there. And I feel like
Including
it's been
some.
4
And what about
months.
the
I'm not
shed?
saying
The
everything's going to
shed,
go in there.
everything is still not going to
Okay.
fit. And
It's
even
going to go in the shed.
so,
And
if you look at the picture I took today, it looks like it's accumulated more than taken away from. If you
That
look at
is
this
not
picture
today.
compared to my picture in the beginning,
That's more like it, what you just had.
there's more
That,
stuff
go
that
back
now.
to
is
that
not
one?
from today
Can you go
because
back to the
I don't
one?
have
Which
that.
one? The one today.
I don't know which you're flipping through.
This is the beginning back in May.
Right.
And then if you look at the one from today,
Yeah, you just flip by that because
which
half
one?
of, no,
Can you
go
go
back.
back?
Go
That
there.
one? Okay.
There.
So as you
That's
can
what we're
see,
talking about. We're talking about that section only.
this is August.
Everything else has been cleared up. I'm working on it, ma'am, Judge, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I'm a person of one, okay? I lost my daughter to a drunk driver.
So you've been
I
doing
lost my
this since.
husband to drugs and alcohol here. And my granddaughter has a job. She can't help me. And my grandson is not in Jacksonville, so he cannot help me. I am a force of one.
The
And I have limited money, and I have to pay Carlos because he's driving over here to help me, like with lifting stuff, and he's been a big help.
Okay.
But you cannot take a photo over the fence.
Jacks
That's
Beach
law.
has a bulk pickup where Miss Huffman, she can request a bulk pickup through.
I didn't know that.
It's on the Jacksonville Beach
I didn't know
website.
that at all.
Okay. Bulk pickup.
Yes.
It's
And
possible.
I've actually
Yes.
tried to get a
And
hold
what's the?
of them.
Excuse me. I'm having
I'm
a.
sorry.
I'm getting testimony from Miss Beavers,
It's through Public Works.
Public Works.
And I've tried to get a hold of Public Works, and there is no number on
What is the
Public Works
typical time?
that I can get.
They have specific days, just like with the trash pickup for each street. So she would have to contact or submit the request form for a bulk pickup, and they would come and pick the items up.
Okay. Is that Mr. Martin? You want to say something?
Go ahead, finish. You can finish.
Okay.
Honor?
Back to the form.
Yes.
Is that something that she can get today here at
She
City
would
Hall?
have to do it online.
She can't.
She would probably have to go over to Public Works, but
Where-
we don't
what-
have it
I
Where
can't
is-
even hear what you're saying.
Where is Public Works?
on Shutter.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Well, you took it off. I can't help
I know
you.
it. Can
You
I go
took it
back
off.
and get that? Because I can't hear what you two are saying is going to be done. I don't know what you're saying.
Where's the form?
On if she go onto the JacksonvilleBeach.org.
No, I want her to get it today.
Oh, from Public Works. She would have to get that from Public Works.
Right here on the first floor.
No, it's not in this. It's not located in City Hall. It's over off of Shutter.
It's by the police station off Shutter Avenue.
It's on Shutter Avenue.
Yeah, at the O&M, the Operation and Maintenance Building.
And just, I would like to interject as well. When you have a permit, the Florida Building Code allows me unabated access to the property. Our fence was locked when we went there this morning. She let me inside the fence to go look at the shed, but I also hold a code enforcement license, so I also took these photos myself personally after she let me into the yard this morning. The pile has grown since the last time that the photos were taken by Ms. Beavers. It's gotten actually larger, and I mean,
That doesn't even look like what
so
it looks like to
I have
me.
access.
Do you think, let me ask you, do you think it's because she's spreading it out to figure out what to keep and what to
Thank
throw away?
you.
No.
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 Oh,
No.
you make decisions like that for me now. Okay.
But it is spread.
If I paid
And it's been
today,
going on
how
since
much?
May.
It is spread
It is
beyond.
spreading, and it's gone on since May. So it's been, what's that, 6 months?
Right, since May.
Yeah, but it's not garbage.
So
This is
2 more
stuff.
weeks.
Most of it's brand new. It's not garbage, ma'am. Listen. Home Depot had a sale on cushions. Okay, you guys know that it was like 70% off. I went crazy on it. Sorry. Okay, you know the angle that he is showing you isn't even close because that black, where that black post is in the middle, that's a rack, and I keep items on that rack, and that is like right next to the gate. So I don't know what is going on there with that photo.
Okay.
That is totally inaccurate.
And
But look at this photo. Look,
Miss
it's
Huffman,
not all spread out.
okay,
I'm telling you.
this is Miss Huffman. I'm going to rule now. I am willing to give you 14 days from today.
Thank you.
From today, and then and may I get on the record? I want to hear on the record that you're going to let Miss Beavers in to determine whether or not there's compliance.
I want somebody with her.
Would you accept Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Okay. So 14 days from today is what day?
I can give you that date.
Can you look at
2 weeks from today would be, I think, around the 10th of October.
I don't need a round. I need definite.
October 10th.
Because I have to get her a surgery.
Today is the 24th.
By the way, I did look at the order. It actually gave you to yesterday to have everything done. Just for the record.
Actually,
Ma'am,
the 6th.
so much has been
So
going on.
1, 2,
trying
3,
to get
4,
the house
5, 6,
in
7,
code,
8,
you know?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The 8th is actually 14 days. October 8th.
Okay, Wednesday, October the 8th.
At what time? Or is she just going to show up like she did this morning?
Well, what I would recommend is that you come over on Thursday morning, October the 9th. If you have 14 days,
which is the 8th.
Which is October the 8th, Wednesday, October 8th, I would say that at midnight, that's it. And she and Mr. Martin come on Thursday morning, October the 9th.
So you just gave them permission to come at midnight?
No, I didn't. I said it would have to be completed by midnight, but
why couldn't it be completed at 7 a.m.?
On the 8th? I didn't think you'd want that. I thought you'd like the whole day.
I would like the whole day.
Well, okay. So then she will come over.
I would have until sunrise the next day, until they come over.
She's going to inspect it the next morning.
Right. So I can work through the night if I have to.
You can do whatever you want. She's going to come and inspect, and she'll bring Mr. Martin.
And Jackson Beach Police Department, just in case she does not allow access, because she did not allow access today.
Miss Huffman?
I don't have to allow access.
Yes.
It's my property.
Okay, Miss Huffman.
And I have a police officer right up the street.
I'm trying to find a compromise, and you keep interrupting.
What?
So The compromise, you've got 2 weeks. You've had since May. So I believe that I bent over backwards to give you a chance again. And I'm not going to give you any more.
Okay, and I
So October the 9th, when Mr. Martin and Miss Beavers come over, and whoever else they feel like they need to bring with them is fine. That's not up to me. But it has to be completely cleaned up.
but that is
And it's not cleaned up now.
Okay.
I will tell you it's in violation
But
right now.
I know we've had this happen before, and her idea of cleaned up is completely different than the rest of the world.
I would say,
and I want to.
no, let me say something. You showed me pictures of the rest of your yard
Yeah.
around that shed. That's what it needs to look like.
Well,
Okay, so you know now, that's what it needs to look like.
Okay.
Okay?
But I want to ask one other question. There are 2 houses here in Jacksonville.
We're not
Beach.
talking about other houses. We're talking about your
Of course
house.
you're not.
I don't want to hear about any other houses. I want to, I'm
Because
telling
they are
you,
clearly in violation.
Miss Huffman, do you understand? Because October 9th, the $250 a day will start up.
Okay, and I'm just letting you know that Scott Nooney is putting someone on this case, and I'm waiting for you to say whatever you have to say to end this, because I need to go to. I'm sorry, I need to use the restroom.
Okay.
Okay.
You have until October the 8th to clean it up. Mr. Martin and Miss Beavers will be there on the Thursday morning, October the 9th, to inspect. You have agreed on the record that you're not going to try to keep Miss Beavers out of the property. You're going to allow her to inspect.
She cannot
And
come
then
in my house, and that's the law.
I
And
didn't
Scott
say
told me that. So,
Miss Huffman.
okay,
Have I
but
said
I'm letting her know.
Miss Huffman, have I said anything about inside the house?
No, but
No.
she hasn't heard that. Yes.
So do
When
you
I
understand? I want to make sure that you understand.
I'm just
On the record, do
Okay.
you understand?
Yes.
Okay. And then what's going to happen is that because I'm not going to be here on October the 9th, I'm not coming back until October 22nd. Miss Beavers and Mr. Martin will report to me, and those fines will begin on October the 9th, based
Okay,
upon
not a problem.
my ruling.
Not a problem.
Okay.
But I just want, Your Honor, I apologize. This is a very hard thing for me because I don't have anybody here to support me.
And that's why
Okay?
I'm giving you the extra time.
Thank you.
Okay?
All right. And when I told her I was going to move a lot of that stuff off of the pile into the house because I was pulling a lot of old stuff out of the house, her eyes got big. Her eyes got big, like, yeah, okay. Are we done?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we go over the order?
Yes.
Okay.
So she continues to be in violation. The order will say that she will have until October the 8th. The order will also say that you and Mr. Martin will be inspecting on October the 9th, and that if compliance is not reached as of that time, that the $250 a day will apply. I'm losing my voice. Let me ask you, is there anything that I'm missing in what I just
I don't
said?
believe so. I think
Access is granted on that.
Yes. Thank you.
Can I have your name? Because I've never met you before this morning. Do you have a card or no? So I'm sorry. What was your name?
David.
David? Okay, and what is your position?
I'm the building inspector.
You're what?
I'm the building inspector.
Oh, building inspector. Okay, David.
Holy mackerel. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we have 2 items remaining.
Yes, Your Honor. 1 second. Okay. Moving along to new business. This is in regards to a nuisance violation. Property owner Raymond G. Finney, or the current tenant at 6 Burling Way. Your Honor, I did go by the property yesterday and was informed by the postman that the property owner recently passed away.
Oh,
So I'm not sure who's over the property at this time. This violation was cited on July 11th. As you can see, this is the property. It was overgrowth, trash and debris throughout the property.
what do you know if there's any information on his date of death, Mr. Finney's?
That I did not get because it was just the postman. He just happened to see me there taking pictures and informed me then that it was overgrown. I did speak to Mr. Finney a couple of months ago when he was cited for the overgrowth, and he did tell me he had been, I can't remember if he said he was just ill or if he had been hospitalized, but
Do
he
you think
did come into compliance with the overgrowth, but now the property is back overgrown. Thank you, David. But the debris was never removed.
and would that have been I see that there was an initial July the 14th notice, and then there was another one on August the 8th.
Yes.
Was it sometime between those 2 that you maybe spoke to him?
I don't recall the exact dates, but it may have been
Okay.
after one of those. Because once he got one of the violation notices, he did give me a call, and the grass was cut. And I think that's when I went back on this August, 22nd date, and the grass was cut.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you? It doesn't. Did
Uh-oh.
what about any evidence of anyone living there now?
I did put the notice of hearing on the door, and it was not there yesterday when from when I had posted it back earlier. I think around the 7th or the 8th is when it was posted, but I did not see that when I went there yesterday, so it had been removed.
Um.
Let me look and see if I also got a return receipt for this property.
Okay.
Um, no, I don't. Not with me. It was sent certified mail on the 8th. So I'm not sure because I don't have it attached, a return receipt. Sometimes it takes a while to get those back, though.
Right. Um. I I, I really don't want to rule on this with the death of the owner at this time or
Yeah.
yet. I'd like you to see if you can find out any information about who may be, an heir. Um, any information you can maybe find out about what's happening with the with the property
Right.
from any air.
So
Let's
if the
just bring it back on October
yeah, because
22nd.
I'm gonna continue to monitor it, and I'll also get complaints. So if someone is still, because someone is cutting the grass. So this was on the 22nd, and when I went today, it was back overgrown. So I'll check to see, if it does come into compliance, or if the neighbor complains about the overgrowth, and if it's
So
cut.
I remember that you told me at one point that that the city used to have somebody dealing
Yes.
with this.
So our city contractor that I normally use, he had some health issues,
Right.
and he has not been back. But I will follow up with him to see if he does plan to return or able to, because he told me it would be about a month. So I've just given him a little bit more time because he had a stroke.
So do you think that
But the city is working on hopefully getting other options or additional contractors that we can use.
that's what I was going to ask.
Hmm.
Now, do they also remove trash?
Yes,
Okay.
he normally would mow the yard and remove the debris. So I have to get with our operations and maintenance department to find out if the city can go and maintain it until we get another contractor. But that's all in the works right now.
Okay. And I didn't. I know that I've seen where you have in the past, where you've told them that, if you don't do it by a certain date, that kind of notice.
Right.
If the city is able to do that, I would expect you to provide those notices.
Yeah, so that'll be what I'll do after the hearing today is go ahead and send out that certified letter that the city will abate the property to see if I get any type of response.
Okay, that's a great idea.
Mhm.
And we'll just come back on October 22nd,
Okay.
and you can tell me what's happened. Because it does seem like the city needs to have a backup
Yes.
for the gentleman. Okay, then I'm just going to, I'll do an order just to say that it's continued.
Yeah, and then I'll send out an abatement notice.
Okay. Jeez. Okay, and the last one
Okay.
is a violation of chapter 30, is case number 25-368.
Yes.
Christopher Hand.
Yes, this is at 612 South Lower 8th Avenue. This is in reference to a nuisance pool. This case was started back on July 15th. As you can see, the property was originally cited for overgrowth and a nuisance pool. As you can see from my photos, when I went on July 15th, I did not have access to the rear yard. The complainant that lives next door, well, that owns the property next door, gave me access to his rear yard, and the fence belongs to him. And he removed some of the boards off his fence so that I could see the violation.
Okay.
So, as you can see, the overgrowth in the nuisance pool. I went by there. I also left a door hanger on the 31st, letting the property owner know that I had been by there, along with a violation notice that was mailed.
And was this picture on the right, was it taken from the adjacent property also?
Yes, all the pictures have been taken from the adjacent property. So July 31st is the first picture. The second picture was yesterday on the 23rd, showing that the overgrowth had been complied, but the pool remained in violation.
This was yesterday?
Yes. The second picture is 2 pictures.
Okay, overgrowth, compliance.
I have not had any interaction or, any extra interaction with the property owner.
Let me just look at this. So the pool, the violation is has to be located, designed, operated, and maintained so as not to interfere with the rights of the adjoining properties.
Adjacent properties, yeah. Did it say adjoining or adjacent?
Well, in the notice of hearing,
Oh,
it
okay.
says adjoining. Let me look. Oh, is it 392?
Yeah, you might be right. It says adjoining properties.
Under subparagraph 4.
Yes. Yeah, under 34,392.
So I gather that um, it's unusual language in the code.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is it that can you just describe to me how this particular provision is uh, being violated?
It's not being maintained.
Okay. Um, and that's a right of the adjoining property owner.
Correct.
Um, and so there was there's obviously no appearance on, and there's been no contact.
No communication. This case was started in July. So my recommendation would be just $100 per day fine until the pool is brought into compliance.
Can you give me any other information about how the failure to maintain interferes with the rights? I need.
So the pool is a green pool, so it's a breeding ground for mosquitoes.
And what did you call it? A green?
It's a green pool. Yeah.
It's yeah. So it's got a surface.
Yeah, you can't even see through it.
Okay, thank you. Okay. And your recommendation is $100 a day.
Yes.
And do you have evidence that, I believe you said that you sent these certified
Yes, I have the, this is the certified mail receipt.
from what letter?
This was for the notice of hearing.
The notice of hearing that was sent on September 3rd?
It was sent on 9/8,
Oh,
September
it was
8th.
sent on 9/8.
Yes.
And when was it signed for?
I have not received anything back yet. Normally those take a
I thought
couple.
you said you just did.
No. This is when it was sent. This is I
Oh,
haven't gotten the actual return receipt card back yet. Any of my cases that the certified letters were sent on 9/8, I haven't received any return receipt cards back yet.
okay.
But a notice was also posted on the front door.
And when did you go back?
I went back yesterday.
And did you notice whether or not it was still there?
It was not there.
So it was posted on what day?
It was also posted on 9/8. So anytime I sent a certified notice, I also posted at the property
same
the
day?
same day.
So it was posted on 9/8,
Yes.
and as of yesterday, it was gone.
Yes. The door hanger was gone as well. And that was on July 31st. So I did not notice that it was there when I went back to the property.
Okay. Did you also, when you sent the final notice that's dated July the 31st, was that also sent certified?
No, the final notice, the only thing that's ever sent certified is the notice of hearing.
Okay. So, I'm looking back at the July 16th, and all of these only refer to the pool issue. But you had said at one point.
Yeah, it was a separate violation notice for the nuisance.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't brought before the special magistrate.
Okay.
So they're getting my notices because they cut the grass and everything. So I'm just not sure why they're not tending to the pool. Because they did comply the overgrowth. As you can see, this picture compared to that picture.
Mm-hmm. And that was, even though it's not before us today, that was a notice that was sent on or dated August the 11th.
Yeah, that was a separate one.
And is it, from your observation, can you tell us anyone is living in the home?
Yes, I have seen vehicles, a vehicle parked in the driveway from time to time, but no one has ever answered the door when I've been there.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, on this date, a car was there on the 15th, the initial.
Okay. Okay. Well, I will issue an order for $100 a day. And for the failure to maintain the pool properly. And that will begin today. Now, I'd like to have a report at the October 22nd
Okay.
meeting.
Yeah, so the complainant is actually getting ready to demolish the current structure that's there, and I guess it's going to be a 2-story structure that's going to replace it, and they're not wanting to look at this green pool in the forest that was back there. So he's been following up with me to, follow the case to see where it is. So I'll continue to be able to have access to view to see if the pool has come into compliance.
Okay. And so the complainant has specifically said that it's growing mosquitoes and
Yes.
yeah. Okay. Okay. I will issue the order as we've discussed.
Okay.
But I would like you to. I don't think it needs to be added to the agenda as a particular item, but I would like your report to determine whether or not there's been any compliance, so that.
So the only time I would add it back to the agenda is if it comes into compliance so that the fines can stop.
Okay.
But until then, the case will remain open, and I'll just continue doing inspections on it to see when it to make sure it hasn't come into compliance, or it has come into compliance, so that the fines can stop.
Okay. So that it would be put back on the formal
It'll be
agenda.
put back on the agenda once it comes into compliance.
Okay, great. It'd be nice if you could make contact with somebody there.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other matters?
No, that concludes everything that I have for today.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All
I
right.
appreciate law enforcement being here, sir, and Ms. Beavers. I appreciate your patience, and please advise the same to Mr. Martin.
I sure
And
will.
sounds to me like I may be seeing you. Well, I'll see you for sure.
On the 22nd.
Maybe Mr. Martin.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
We'll have
we'll
a
have
better
some
outcome.
good news. That's
yes.
right. Okay, thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Thank you.